You're at least playing 4 maps coming into this. Alright, I'll go down to side of DECOY. We got Superconk, T95, IS7, Marat, 2 CSs, and a grill.
Awesome. And over on 1F, they got the WZ5A, Double Valor, the I7, the Bat Chat, the Marat, and the grill. And yeah, guys, I think the gameplay is going to look pretty good. It's going to be a little bright. I'm going to stay out of the sun on Sand River as much as I can, but I think it's going to be good. Also, we do not have a time.
UV lights looks like he's going to try to push to see if he can get a quick shot out there, but he might get spotted by Airstorm. I don't think he's going to be prepared for Airstorm to be this close, especially if he peeks. Lakey got spotted, might take one. Airstorm got spotted, but he also got to the reverse climb on the hill. Looks like Dodger's also going to get there. And he does. That's pretty big to have those. Also, looks like the 5A is going to be going down to K0. And Kellen's going to be taking the J or H9 spot. UV lights is rotating. I think he's going to see if he can get into the F9 spot. Try to get a shot on Dodger.
I posted the map list in the general chat, the Discord.
Okay, thank you. So, pretty slow plays. This is kind of expected, especially from DECOY. Gambit coming up to take the A7 spot. A lot of people don't know, but you can actually run HE and an IS7, and you can be pretty annoying.
I have no doubt.
So Gambit has a choice right now to stay where he is. He can also try to push across. He will take one shot from Will, but he will have better shots on him and actually be able to kind of get him out of that position. Start moving the game along. I feel like this is mostly blind fires.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of blind fires early game. Not gonna lie, after doing so much Lotus.
Ooh.
Oh, what happened? Grill?
Yeah, the grill one looked really close to Willow's on that IS7. I mean, I couldn't tell which side of the rock he's on though, so it might have been actually nowhere near him.
I think it would have been a little high. I think he was just trying to hit a med that might have been.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't think he would have actually hit him.
Oh, now look.
With it being so dark, I thought Willow's was a lot closer than he actually was.
It is a struggle. Now Willow's is down to half health over there. That came out of the K0.
I guess Bob must have got some shots in the Loki. That's at least thinking 3 actually. I'm not sure. Maybe 2? No, it's 2.
Gotta get back to the sun behind us.
Bob getting some blind fires in, trying to find the grill. Might need to start a timer when we start the maps.
Yeah, I wish I had one ready.
Gambit has taken the position, by the way, and he has switched to HE. He's basically just going to be an annoyance for Will until he decides to leave. Oh, super Delicio. Ooh, big shot there. Might have been also a repair kit too for Will. Oh, Airstorm takes one from Willis. Poked a little too far there. Oh, Crucial takes one on his cross. Super Delicio gonna see if he can get a shot into will.i.am. I think he's playing a little safe now. Oh. Will is currently their weakest link. Oh, Tanks took a shot?
I did not see
I
who
think Tanks
snuck
might
that
have
shot
gotten
in.
blind fired? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's so hard to see right now. I can't even tell if tanks are rotating or which way they're turning. I'm serious.
It's a little rough. Little's probably an understatement.
Bob is still keeping the 5A and Kellen really occupied. Dodger also taking the middle position to help if Bob was to get pushed. Again, unknown how much time is left too.
Yep. Got a timer on my phone ready for next round.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop one too. Oh, someone was able to sneak in the shot into Willows. Trying to think of what DECOY is going to do. They're moving their medium down south, which means they're probably going to see if they can get a cap on A. But they also could push down the G, is it the G line? Yes, the G line and up towards the medium. Or they could go on the backside of cap of A. Or, I guess the front side. I think they're trying to get shots on Will from a different angle.
Will just hanging on there as a one shot.
I can't even. Also, I think Dodger is on the cap. Can't tell you how long the cap timer is. And now that Airstorm has also gotten on the cap, you're probably not going to see a count timer. I hope that it's actually working in game.
I believe in game everything is good.
Yeah. Okay.
And Airstorm does get lit. Shot comes in but does not connect. Oh, look, he takes another round there.
Yeah. Two mediums pushing. DECOY going to be able to farm this, I think.
Oh, LS
Super
on
D
fire.
landing a shot on Lewis. I think Bob's reloading right now. Focus on Kellen. We still have Lakey and Super D as well as Crucial in the middle who have shots to help them. Dodger and Airstorm still alive. Even though Airstorm is on 30 health, he is still a tank in the game. Push happening up top. Willows went down.
Yes.
UV Light taking out Gambit. It looks like we're going to have a battle of the grills up here. Super D versus UV. will.i.am still alive on a one shot.
Ooh, a shot.
Big HE shot out of UV. Super D sadly dirting it. Clearly the hope was a kill all there after the reset because of the time. But UV's going to get Super D. And win on the side of 1F. Bob looks to still be fighting Loki in the corner.
Yeah, but what if gonna hold? Whew. All right, guys. This is what I'm sorry about the brightness here. I was saying before the game, but we're gonna do a little magic there. Who do you want to take for damage?
Oh, sorry. You pick a side because I backed out.
All right, I'll go down 1F. Willow's coming out with 3,062 UV lights with 2 kills, 2285. Will I am with 2272. Loki with 1 kill, 2196. Tanks 1683. Kellen 1078, and LS coming out with 0.
Down the side of Decoy, we got Super D in the grill, 1 kill, 3719. Bob in the Marat, 2863. Dodger in the CS, 1 kill, 1839. Crucial in the T95, 2 kills, 1446. Lakey in the Super Conk, 1 kill, 1073. Gambit in the IS7, 940. And Airstorm in the CS, 709.
Awesome. All right, guys. We're going to have to deal with the brightness just for a second. Let me get the scoreboard updated.
I feel like that is a normal match too, right there for what we just saw out of Decoy. Playing and taking time.
Alright, guys, here we go, round 2. Just want to show the difference. So we're going from this to this. Definitely an upgrade.
Alright, down the side of Decoy again, we have a Valor, a T95 on Skin Valor, IS7, 2 Bat Chats, Marat, and a Grill.
Alright, and over on 1F, we're coming down with the Triple Valor, the IS7, the Bat Chats, and the Grill 15. I think that's a little better. I turned the gamma down just a little bit. Alright.
So it definitely looks like we're doing a standard setup. 1F going to take the A line as much as they can. Monkeynomics staying back. Already blind fires coming out of Monkey and Willows. Bat Chats on Decoy's side, Bob and Airstorm are set up. I don't think this is going to be a good push. If Decoy pushes this, they're not winning this right now. They do die, and that's going to be a GG's. Especially if their bats get spotted right now. It's not going to be good for them.
I was kind of wondering about that positioning. We don't normally see that.
Yeah, well, the bats... will.i.am is in a position that he can just sit up there and probably make sure that they never get out and their tanks just push down here. Tanks might get jumped, and that might be the goal here at Decoy, but 1F's going to be right there to...
Here they go.
Combat this. Here it comes. Oh, UV Light takes one from Super D in the grill. Lewis pushing in the Bat Chat. He's going to clip one of these Bat Chats. So one of these Bat Chats is going down for sure. Hopefully they can kill tanks beforehand.
Here comes Will.
Yeah, Will's going to get farmed now. Lakey took a shot. He picked a little too high in the Valor. He took one from Monkey. I'm still not sure. I think Super D can get another one in before taking one. He tried to take Will. He bounced. That's a rough one. Super D making the smart move to just get out of there as fast as he can. Oh, Kellen takes a big one. I think that was Gambit and the Marat, or
I know I've seen Dodger get at least one shot in there.
yeah, I don't know where the second shot came from because a Marat didn't just do that, unless Super. I don't think Super D hit him.
No, I think Super D was running maybe a Valor.
Yeah, maybe Lakey was able to peek and get one in. So while Decoy is down a tank, I'm trying to do the quick mouth, but 1F is definitely down on HP here. One F still does have a full health Batchat, Valor, and Grill, which they are probably going to try to make a move for the other side. Putting a cap pressure. Decoy having to be much more conservative, playing a tank down until they they change those odds. Also, it is very possible right now for Decoy to push these tanks up top. Potentially using their overmatch.
Alright guys, and we are coming around the 5-minute marker here. Yeah, Cuba, it's a little bright.
I think once cap pressure happens on A, or once somebody gets spotted over on the A side, we're going to be a little bit more aggressive against this A line. Ooh, Monkey making a cross and getting spotted. He might go down here due to Dodger. He does. That is huge. That is exactly what Decoy needed. A Monkeynomics getting spotted in a terrible spot, and sadly, I mean, not sadly, but Dodger and Super D were just set up for that, and I think Dodger hit him with a full clip as well. I don't know if anybody, if Crucial or Lakey were able to put a shot into him. They might have.
Did not see.
Watching two teams who their shots rarely miss. Most of the shots miss their blind fires. Definitely changing the tone of the game too, now as well. Just like that, the whole game has changed. So the game got suddenly a lot darker for me.
Really?
Yeah, like I was actually seeing tanks pretty well. I can't see. I forget how. I don't know what I can say on stream. So I can't see right now again.
That's not good. The only thing I can say to do from the Xbox is turn your gamma all the way up, because it's the only brightness setting they have in the game.
Yeah. Maybe I'll turn it up a little bit. I don't want to blind myself, because I'm going to have to turn it back down. Will.i.am and Kellen have taken the reverse hill. They are definitely going to try to get Lewis, I think, on the back of A-cap, unless they're going to try to see if they can get a kill all. Gambit and UV potentially going to be in a 1v1 here. Oh, Gambit getting an ammo rack. That's... UV still hitting. This is going to come down to who's going to bounce one. Gambit's still a little healthy, but we all know fires exist.
Yep.
Gambit winning that against UV.
LS does get Dodger Blue out with the last shot in his clip.
Oh, Crucial peeked over, took out Kellen. Lakey now pushing Will. Bounce. Round 2 defense looking.
Yeah, it's looking like DECOY's taking this one.
Yeah.
If
What do we have for time left?
I believe we're around the 1:30 mark.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh, Will takes that
Willow's
grill
taking
shot.
one. Yeah. Lakey getting the kill on Lewis. Willows puts one to Gambit. Gambit gives it back. Willow's not going down without a fight. That's for damn sure.
No.
And the sun has turned on.
Yes. Alright guys, we'll fix the scoreboard in just a minute. Over on the 1F side, LSW coming in with 2 kills, 3,023. Willows coming in with 2179. Lots with 1744. Monkey coming out with 1615. Will I Am coming out with 1 kill, 1401. Tanks 937, and Kellen 712.
Down the side of Decoy, Dodger in the Marat 1 kill, 3639. Super D in the Grill 1 kill, 2997. Lakey in the Valor 1 kill, 2502. Gambit in the IS7 1 kill, 1985. Airstorm in a Bat Chat 1 kill, 1292. Bob in a Bat Chat 1108. And Crucial Crossout T95 2 kills, 877. Well done, both teams. Very entertaining. Red's not a problem.
Doesn't show up great.
Alright, down the side of Decoy, we've got a 113 Valor, 2 Bat Chats, 2 CSs, and a Grill.
Okay, and give me 1 second, guys. Over on 1F, we got Super Triple Valor, double I7 in the Bat Chat. Start timer. Try to hit it as soon as the tanks start to move.
One F sending 3 tanks over train tracks. Very interesting. Lewis set up to spot. I don't know. He's not gonna spot anything. Gambit coming up the middle ravine road. That's interesting.
Looks like Bob did catch Will I Am. He backs down pretty quick. Willows does get lit up north.
He does. Pretty spread out there. Right now the weak spot is B cap. I'm sure Gambit is not going to expect to see 2 more tanks or both IS-7s. He might be able to spot them too. He might be the one that spots them. Tanks crossed over. Tanks is going for his spot up in D3. Gambit seeing this, I'm assuming he's gonna want to rotate back. He just spotted UV light too. So the Valor and both IS-7s have been spotted over here.
So the FL is just the team name they use for Calamity, but it's Sheep Team 6 or 1F.
really interested with Decoy's play right here going left side. Oh, Gambit actually taking the spot from 1F. That's interesting.
He took it, but
I
he
don't
took
know if
2
this is
before
gonna
him.
work.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna get farmed by will.i.am because he's just gonna have shots because he's in the open to him. Gambit's gonna go down here. And then he also gets set on fire from Willows. That added a little bit more than needed.
That was a bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah, didn't pay off. Again, I'm surprised that they didn't rotate around after learning that there was 3 tanks up on the top left corner.
Guys, we are coming down to the 6-minute mark.
And with the fact that 1F doesn't have a TD. So you wouldn't have been pushing into a big gun going to the B line. Yeah, 1F probably completely expecting a rotate, which they would be correct. Well, Lakey still distracting the Valor and the IS-7 on the opposite side. And now Decoy is going to re-rotate back. UV light also potentially turning around. Or he's just waiting. He's not committing until something's spotted. Again, that kind of play right there out of a player, it changes the game.
Alright guys, we are under 5 minutes.
Tank's still getting spotted, so know that the push was probably not committed on the other side.
It looks like we do have UV lights jumping back over tracks.
Yep, and Decoy is pushing. They have Dodger finally got spotted, so Airstorm will probably get spotted next. He's gonna. They're just doing a split attack, I guess, onto tanks and onto Willows.
Alright, well the attack on tanks
Dodger
is
does
halted.
get one. Oh, I don't know if Airstorm's going to be able to get his clip off. He does not. Dodger is safe right now for the moment.
Oh, big fire.
Puts Willows on fire. That's going to save Dodger's life potentially, especially if he pins this next one, which he does. Super D took some farm there, probably from the whole team for that push. Goes down to Will and the conch. Crucial taking a shot from the conch, bouncing his. UV lights finishing off Dodger Blue in the corner. Low key taking a couple shots in the cross. Tank's pushing up and over. I think Bob's on reload. He's dead. And this one is gonna go to 1F.
Juice. Alright, over on 1F, Tank's coming out with 39-11. UV Lights, 4 kills, 31-04 out of that I-7. Willows, 1 kill, 2007. will.i.am, 1 kill, 1797. Kellen with 1 kill, 1178. LSW with 1129. And Low Key, 925.
And down the side of Decoy, we got Dodger in the CS, 1 kill, 2531. Bob in the Bat Chat, 1451. Lakey in the Valor, 877. Crucial in the Grill, 706. Super D in the CS, 360, Airstorm in the bat chat, 359, and Gambit in the 113, 0.
All right, guys, here we go. Round 2.
Down the side decoy, round 4, but round 2 of the map. Down the side decoy, 2 113s, 2 Valors, a Kronvon, a bat chat, and a CS.
And 1F coming out with double Valor, double I7, double bat chat, and the OBJ 2685.
Going for speed on this one, so I'm a little bit of armor too. I don't want to say speed because I feel like the grill is just as fast, if not faster. Actually, don't know the speed between the two of them.
I believe the grill is a little faster. It looks like DECOY going to be very aggressive in tracks. Nope,
they're just doing the push. Yep, giving a little bump drafting, trying to get them to their locations.
Also,
Dodger is probably going to sit behind the... Oh, no. They're both going in there. No IS-7s, yeah. 113s instead.
Well, the I-7s for 1F getting the push treatment here.
Oh, yeah. If Dodger's going to get a shot on somebody, I don't know who. Puts one in the Frisbee.
Frisbee tried to snap one back, but does not go over.
Yeah. UV shooting down the house potentially. I don't think that was a shot on Dodger because I don't think he can see him. Definitely trying to see if he can find a shot though. One F falling out of train tracks, or out from the other side of train tracks and leaving. Willows is still spotted. I think they want to get Willows across. These are most likely blind fires also coming in from DECOY. Willows is going to be out of range for these Valors. UV Light taking a new position with his Valor, trying to get shots on this 113. Both 113's going to take that bull and bunker down. One F still has a pretty strong presence down on the HJK line too. Gambit and Airstorm pushing to take K1, K2, or K9. Callan coming down the middle of the map. He's going to be mostly safe. 113s really can't peek him too much. Tanks, on the other hand, no, unless they're peeked up. Depending on how far Kellen backs up, depends on if these 113s have shots or not on him.
Let's try to find some pots on that hill over there to get some shots in here.
Yeah, I do think that 1F is trying to figure out how to get DECOY out of the spot, and that's going to be it. The version 5 finding shots. He's taking shots back though. Bouncing a few.
Killen did kind of perch himself up on this rock. He is getting some shots in. Lands 1 out of 3, I think, so far.
V5 gets another one in. And he didn't get spotted for that. So right now, Decoy needs to make a decision because these guys are just losing health.
Good roll from tanks.
Crucial down to 900. Dodger a one shot. Dodger's gonna go down here. The version 5. Super D pushing up to find the V5. He puts another one in the crucial cross out, so damage has kind of been done at this point. Lakey also pushing over to go and help. Willow's just getting to farm sitting up here.
Now it looks like we're going to have some action back in the south as well.
Tanks and UV moving up as well as Frisbee. To put farm on the Lakey and Super D. Super D goes down. Lakey's about to go down. He does take out Willows.
Well, I am going to go down in the south.
Yeah, Will.i.am has gone down.
Alright guys, we are roughly around 3.5 minutes left.
Airstorm pushing Lewis. Airstorm not in a bet yet.
Yeah, I know you can't see it, guys.
Don't know
We do
how
have
much
cap pressure on in the back.
Kellen not loading. I have no idea how many shots he has, but I think it's just Bob now.
And that is it.
Oh, and the cap.
Let's get these scoreboards updated. Alright, over on 1F, Willow's coming out on top. 2 kills, 45-10. Tanks coming out with 2 kills, 25-22. Kellen with 1 kill, 17-69. Will.i.am, 16-77. LSW with 1 kill, 15-53. Frisbee with 10-21. And Lots, 8-31.
Down the side, Decoy, Gambit, and the Crown, 1 kill, 2009. Airstorm in the CS, 1105. Crucial in the 113, 811. Super D in the Valor, 781. Lakey in the Valor, 1 kill, 719. Dodger in the 113, 468. And Bob in the Bat Chat, 301. Again, surprising play out of Decoy, allowing, or you know, I wouldn't say allowing, but just letting Willows kind of stay up there so uncontested. What's wrong?
Okay, so before the stream, I checked the weather, everything, so we didn't have this happen. Now it's showing storms coming. I swear, if I lose power and everything, I'm just gonna quit streaming.
I'm gonna cry.
Alright guys, real quick, over on the 1F guys, we got Double Valor, the I-7 with the Bat Chat, the CS63, the LT, and the Girl 15.
Downside Decoy got a 113, Valor T95, Bat Chat 2 T95 E6s, and a Stritzvan.
Alright, timer's going. Might be 2
Opting
seconds
put
off.
That's fine. Opting to put the Stritzvan on the 1-2 line. And 1F opting to take a majority of their tanks to the opposite side.
Alright, Willows did get Crucial, but does not get the Valor.
Yeah. He might get Airstorm here too.
Airstorm running to be lucky.
We are playing on a dark map. I mean, Airstorm dies if he gets spotted here. Like, there's nothing he can do.
Yep, Willow's kill. Oh, Killing does get spotted. They know Airstorm's there. He gets lit.
Yeah, Airstorm's lit too. Monkey is in position. Lewis is with him as well. And you got 2 tanks below him.
Ooh,
2 shots out.
misses.
Yeah. And there's 1 from the bat. I think Lewis has fired 3 now. Willow's up there on the corner. He's going to get spots on him.
Yep.
He
Now,
really can't go anywhere.
DECOY counter pushing the 1-2.
That's 4 out of the bat. The bat is reloading. Oh, Monkey got one into Airstorm there. He's down to a 2 shot now. 1 for the grill. Dodger pushing on the other side. Tanks putting 1 in the Super D. UV light getting shot. UV's taken 3 now. Oh, UV got racked. He's down to a 1 shot. Well, UV goes down. Will I Am also took some shots. Tanks potentially tracked in the open. Nope, he fixed it. Didn't get tracked.
All right, now they
Airstorm has gone down.
Yep.
Will I Am getting farmed now. He's down to a 2 shot. Puts 1 into Super D. Gives it back. Will I Am down to a 1. He's going down. Tanks there for... Oh, there's a triple cap now.
Yep.
That's definitely lower than 20 seconds, which means Gambit is kind of their hope and dream right now in getting this reset. He has to just send it under the bridge, but I also don't think he has enough time, or is he fast enough?
If they get it, it's got to be Crucial. Crucial's going to be closer.
Oh, Crucial's faster. Okay.
Oh, he gets
Crucial's
tracked
almost
by the
there. He
grill.
got tracked, though. Nothing you can do about there. And
they
that's
capped
it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to be 1F going to 4-1. And over on the 1F side, Monkey coming out of the grill, kind of saving the day there with that track at the end. 1 kill, 2461. Tanks with 2,000. Willow 623. Will with 477. And LSW 410.
And down the side, Decoy, Super D in the Valor, 2117, Dodger in the T95, 1584, Gambit in the Stritz Fun, 1102, Crucial in the T95, 1 kill, 1047, Bob in the T95, 2 kills, 950, Airstorm in the Bat Chat, 366, and Lakey in the 113, 0 damage. Again, really good counter on...
Look like another 6 months to another year to get features added back.
Yeah.
All right, over on 1F, they're coming out with the Super Conqueror, the Valor, the I7, Triple Murad, and the LT.
And down the side of Decoy, we got 3 113s, a Valor, a T95, a Bat, and 2 Bat Chats.
All right, let's see what Decoy can do on attack here.
I also started the timer too. I don't need to be looking at that one. Ooh, 1F being very aggressive. Willow's for sure. Oh. Oh, wow. That's new. Gambit getting farmed pretty hard on that one. UV Light's still taking some, as well as Kellen. I still think the trade was definitely in the favor of 1F. Crucial Crossout also taking a shot now.
That's one of those plays you see, and you know you're gonna see it like in every match after that for a while. Somebody's gonna try to replicate that.
Yeah. Well, my thing is why hasn't Gambit or Decoy, you know, started the push? Because you knew where their 3 mediums were, right? And they were all on reload. That's the best time to push. Because you also knew where tanks was as well as UV lights. You would have only potentially ran into 1 tank on the A line.
We are getting a pretty hard ping there in F1.
Willows has rotated to the opposite side to spot for his team. Definitely getting spots on Crucial right now. Seeing these Marats trying to see if they can find a spot. He gets tracked once and he's most likely going down. Also, he is in a position where if they were to push him, there would be nothing that Decoy could do. Crucial also taking shots. There it is. The Marats are on him, and one more, and he's dead.
Alright, Bat's gonna repush the
Also,
I-7.
Yep. Kellen gets spotted in the bush, but UV is still there to put farm in. Sadly now the bats are kind of stuck a little bit. Airstorm did get out, but he's going to be pushing into Kellen and to a super conk. Not kind of what you want leading the charge here. Probably going to take another one. Airstorm down to a 2-shot. Dodger trying to push past. Take some fire off at Airstorm. will.i.am keeping the focus fire on Airstorm. Kellen put him in the Lakey. Kellen's on reload. Bob pushing over to see if he can kill Kellen. Dodger finally getting to Bob and Kellen both going down. I think Dodger got will.i.am turned around. Nope.
Ooh.
Airstorm goes down finally. Willows pushed Gambit and probably circled him. will.i.am most likely going to go down, but Lakey and Dodger Blue will be short to follow. And another 2-1F. Ooh, bad bounce. 2 bad bounces.
Oh, 1F taking both sides of Proc there. will.i.am coming out on top, 1 kill, 4133. UV Lights coming out with 1 kill, 3091. Low-key with 1 kill, 2735. Kellen, 2231. LS coming out with 2 kills, 1431. Tanks, 924. Willows, 2 kills, 805.
Down the side, Decoy, Dodger 113, 1 kill, 2810. Bob in the bat chat, 1 kill, 1823. Lakey in the 113, 1183. Airstorm in the bat chat, 1 kill, 951. Gambit in the 113, 876. Super D in the Valor, 757. And Crucial in the T95 and getting 416. Again, real good play out of 1F with that whole push for the light tank and having those mediums ready to farm anything pushing that way.
Yeah, that was a great play. Like, I don't think we've seen that, have we?
No. I mean, I haven't personally. I thought they were going to push up and over, which I thought was really interesting. All right, until Beaver says he's back. Down the side of 1F, we have 2 IS-7s, 2 Marats, a CS, a Rompthal Panzerwagon, and a Waffle E100. And down the side Decoy, we have 3 113s, Quillen, 2 Marats, and a T95 E6. What are we opting to do? Decoy does have faster tanks, so they might take more of the bowl or focus their tanks towards the bowl.
Cool. Did
Which
you get...
1F is not. Yes, I did.
Okay.
They are not opting bowl. They are saying anyone else can have that, and they are definitely taking the top side. Loki definitely running to try to get to the F2 position. Dodger getting across unspotted, as well as these next set of heavy tanks. UV light around the other side. Loki getting a shot into Bob, I think.
Yeah, he snuck it into Bob.
Yeah. Airstorm moving up to Lighthouse. Willow's trying to do as far back of a climb as humanly possible to get up to the Lighthouse.
Gambit just missing a shot of Loki, going a little high there. Okay, looks like Willows gave up on the climb, just trying to take the ramp up. Gets lit.
Push going on to UV, which is going to be 3 versus a waffle. He's got to dump his clip into somebody. He is now 1 shot for all of these tanks, if I'm not mistaken, and he goes down. I think Bob also got shots into him. Both IS-7s from 1F on the cap. Kellen getting blind fired. Looks like Willows also got farmed. Or I should say took shots. About to put 3 on the cap. I don't know as far as how much time they have left. Willows does go down. Airstorm potentially going to get a shot. Here comes a reset. All 3 reset. Very good. Gambit's on fire.
And again.
He might be able to get... Nope. Lewis took a fire, which, you know, lucky on Decoy, because now one of those tanks is down to a 1-shot. I guess tanks didn't get reset? And also, I think Kellen might also be on the cap as well.
Yeah, Kellen jumped on as everybody else got reset. Or at least Will and LS.
There goes 1. Still unsure of what the cap time is, so how important these shots are. Every shot is going to be important at this point. Bob does get another reset. Crucial and Super D coming in. Reset on... Nobody's resetting Kellen.
They ignored Kellen.
Nobody's resetting Kellen.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. Dodger got 1 into Kellen. Big push. Lakey coming in from behind. Right now the focus on tanks as well as Dodger still focusing Kellen. Looks like Lakey is going to be able to get tanks out. will.i.am is maybe a 1-shot. The Super D dead tanks blocking shots. Dodger taking down Kellen. And down goes tanks.
Decoy bringing it back in another point on the board.
Yeah.
All right, over on 1F, Kellen coming out with 1 kill, 35-67. Will with 1 kill, 22-19. Tanks with 1979. Low key with 1797. LS coming out with 1 kill, 1577. Lights with 1147, and Willows 424.
Down the side of Decoy, we have Bob and the Murat, 1 kill, 2977. Dodger in the 113, 2 kills, 2880. Super D in the Quillen, 2 kills, 2427. Lakey in the 113, 1 kill, 1873. Crucial in the 113, 1845. Airstorm in the Murat, 1 kill, 1653. And Gambit in the T95, 855. Yeah. Really surprised on that last push.
1F coming out with the 113 the Valor, double Marat, double CS63, and that E6.
Down the side of Decoy, we have 3 113s, 2 Marats, a T95 E6, and a Rhombatol Panzerwagen. Airstorm probably going to take the 2 line. That's going to be the fastest way to get to F2. When you're in the light tank on this map, if you spawn, I'll say 2 line and over, 2 and 1 line, you go to 2 line to get to F2. If you spawn 3 line and over, you go up top. Many light tanks have died. 1F taking this ridge, super aggressive. Crucial crossout gonna have to find a house to be comfortable with. Nope, he's in a continuous push. Both teams not deciding to pick a TD. One F rotating. Looks like they're gonna push Bull with Loki. Ooh, will.i.am taking one from Super D. Oh. Lewis got one in the back of Crucial Crossout. UV watching the backside. Dodger poking out, gonna get some shots in the UV for free. I'm not sure how many though. Airstorm trying to get one, but sadly UV puts one back into him. Oh, Airstorm taking one from Willows on top of the hill. Willows takes one from Bob. Just everybody trading. Someone else got one in the Bob. Dodger gets racked. UV to a one shot. Tanks moving up to the mid ridge. Bob coming down low. I mean,
they would have an overmatch, but they are low on health.
Yeah, right now Gambit's the one that needs to lead this push, but I mean Super D also can lead it because he's got the armor. But they do hit Gambit first. Airstorm taking some from Willows again. Finally, Decoy starting to get some shots in. Kellen getting, I think he took 3 shots so far. Lewis taking one. Lewis down to a 1 shot. Dodger goes down. Kellen down to a 1/2 shot. He gets Bob out. Yeah, 1F is committing their guys to this now. Down goes Dambit. Super D to follow.
I know that got a little confusing, but I do think, and I could be wrong, but I think both those 113s bounced off the backside of Kellen at one point in that. I know he bounced at least one.
Yeah, it did take Decoy a little bit longer to start penning shots than I thought it was going to. Crucial and Airstorm goes down from Willows too. Crucial and Ikey just gonna kind of get farmed here at this point.
Yeah, just trapped in
Nowhere you can
everybody.
go. Yeah. I don't want to say it was a bad push at all. I just thought that I don't know about the shots, so I think, like you said, a few shots, a few too many might have missed or bounced.
Just one. Over on the 1F side, LSW coming in on top, 1 kill, 47.52. Low key with 1 kill, 38.20. Willows 2 kills, 17.58. Tanks 1 kill, 16.78. UV with 16.33. Kellen 2 kills, 13.59. And Will coming in with a 0.
Down the side, Decoy, Airstorm, and the Romatal, 31.39. Super D in the 113, 1 kill, 22.64. Gambit in the T95, 16.24. Bob in the Marat, 15.24. Bob. Dodger in the Marat, 15.17. Crucial in the 113, 8.47. And Late Key in the 113, 4.05. I also just think that was a really good rotation on 1F to send the rest of their tanks to bowl once that started happening.
I thought they were sending tanks a little bit sooner than what they did, but he did eventually make it.
Alright, real quick, down the side Decoy. We got 3 113s, a Valor, 2 CSs, and an E4.
And down 1F, you got the Highlander, double Super Conk, IS4, double Bat Chat, and the E4.
I think Decoy is going to be doing an A cap with this lineup. I don't know if they're. Doesn't look like they're going to waste time with trying to get a cross shot on the mediums or medium that crosses over to Beeline, which, if they did, Lewis would have been the bat chat that would have definitely probably died on this cross if he did get spotted, just because of his spawn. Nothing you can do about that sometimes. CSs do take the top hill. Did they get spotted?
No, I don't believe anybody on Decoy has been spotted yet.
Okay, well, tanks might be taking an E4 round here in a second. Nope. Maybe not.
Oh, it went into Will.
Oh, Will I Am takes one. Okay, we got 3 tanks of Decoy behind that rock now. Uh, 1F making that push now to go up to the hill. Super D in this position to kind of farm them as they go up. Kellen took one. He's going to put one into the other bat. Yep. Airstorm has turned around, so he's waiting for this. Bob's on the other side. Probably going to put one into UV. UV taking one from Super D while a fight ensues on cap. Gambit getting shot from Willows as well as others. Doesn't look like the 113s have taken too much. They finally take one from Monkey. Will I Am is down to a 1. Bat Chats on 1F are both reloading. UV fighting Super D right now. Bob was able to skirt down the hill. He's also reloading up top.
Everybody on reload, but Super D.
Yeah, but the problem is now is these 113s will most likely get shot by Kellen. Super D getting out.
Kellen goes down. I believe they got everybody on the cap reset though.
Super D does go down to Lewis. Lewis is on another reload. It looks like those 113s have definitely been putting some work into Monkey, even though he was he's behind tanks. Willow's pushing up finally in his full health Super Conk. Ooh, just a broke gun on Lakey on that one. Tanks going down. Oh, Monkey landing a big shot there. Bob pushing up. However, I don't think he's going to be able to do too much at this point. Lewis getting crucial out. I can't see because names are in my way. Lakey goes down. Bob, the one shot that he is. Lewis gonna jump and try to hit it in the air.
Oh no! He missed.
Did it work? And Monkey takes out Bob.
Alright, guys.
That's it, right?
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be a sheep, or it's gonna be a 1F victory. They are gonna remain undefeated, and they will take the finals. They did win, so they
An
will be
FL victory.
a 1F, sheep 6, and LS combined victory there for that team. So congratulations, they are the Calamity Season 4 champions. Well, let's take one last look at damage, and then we'll get out of here because this has been a long one. Over on 1F, LSW coming out with 2 kills, 3592. Willows with 1 kill, 3175. Monkey with 2 kills, 2963. Kellen 1 kill, 1920. Lights with 1496. Will with 1 kill, 1245, and Tanks with 1159.
Oh. Down the side of DECOY, we got Super D, 1 kill, 3110. Lakey, 1 kill, 2753. Gambit, 2441. Dodger, 2 kills, 2250. Crucial, 2121. Airstorm, 826. And Bob, 659. Yeah, well done out of both teams. I think those are all good maps. Not really. I wouldn't say too much one-sidedness. All good battles. Yeah, just both teams making plays. 1F just making the plays faster this time around.
All right, guys. Congrats to 1F. DECOY. Hard-fought game. I don't know when we'll be back, guys, but we will hope for a quick fix to the spec HUD, and hopefully that'll get things moving back a little bit more normal. All right, guys. Dip, anything you want to say before we head out?
Nope. That's all. Thanks for having me, as always.
I appreciate you coming in. All right, guys. We are out. Stay tuned. We'll go raid somebody, and we'll catch you next time.